Let's look at this question. In a school, there are 900 students in class 12. They belong to one of the four streams: science, medical, arts, and commerce. No two streams have the same number of students. Okay, the table given below has partial information about the set of books bought by the students of class 12. The set of books contains all the subject books corresponding to the stream of the student. Two different books are available for each subject, and the student can choose any one of the two. Okay. Table 1 shows the percentage of students buying different books. Example, P% of students in science stream bought book A1 for maths, and table 2 shows the total number of sets of books bought by the students of each stream. Okay. So the key parts that we have to take care of are this: no two streams have the same number of students. The tables below have partial information about set of books bought by students of class 12. Partial information. A set of books contains all the subject books corresponding to the stream of the student. Okay. Two different books are available for each subject. So maths can have two books. Okay. So P% from science have maths ka A1 book. Q% from science have maths ka B1 book. So on. Okay. Now total sets of books have also been mentioned here: 324, 216, 126 and 54. At this time, because people have bought books in sets, the number of books bought for maths will be equal to the number of books bought for physics, will be equal to the number of books bought for chemistry, would be equal to the number of books bought for English. So you can come up with the inference: P plus Q is equal to N plus S is equal to O plus R is equal to M plus T, and P plus R is equal to N plus T is equal to O plus S, and Q plus R is equal to P plus S, and Q plus S is required. This is for science, this is for medical, this is for arts, and this is for commerce. Okay, we have additional information. Let's get to that. The number of students in each stream is a multiple of 10. Okay, students here is a multiple of 10. Oh, one more inference I can draw. So far, 324 plus 216 is 540, 540 plus 180 is 720 people have been mentioned. 720 sets of book have been mentioned, but 900 students were there in the school altogether. So 180 more we can do. Okay, we'll see. The number of students in each stream is a multiple of 10. We've already recorded that. At least one student in each stream does not buy the set of books. This is a redundant piece of information, because when we've been told every group is a multiple of 10, science, medical, arts, commerce is a multiple of 10, and none of the numbers mentioned here are multiples of 10. So we know there have to be more people involved. So this data point doesn't really help us in any way. The third data point is the percentage of students in each stream who buy the set of books is a multiple of 10. Okay. The percentage is distinct for all the four streams. Okay. So I'm making my work now: science, medical, arts, and commerce. Because the percentage of students in each stream who buy the set of books is a multiple of 10, the possibilities are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Nobody buys all sets of books. So these are the percentages possible. Now for science, the number was 324. If 324 is 10%, the total would be 3240, which is more than 900. So this is impossible. 20%, if it is 20%, the total would be 1620. Again, this is impossible. If this was 30%, the total would be 1080. 1080, yes, and that is also impossible. If this was 40%, this divided by 2 gives me 162. 162 into 5 is 810. If you had 810 people in science, then it will be a problem. See, you can only increase the value of any of these groups by a maximum of 180. By a maximum of 180. So you cannot be taking it to 500 something. So 40 is also impossible. 50% is impossible, because if you double this, you will reach 648, which is not a multiple of 10. So 50 is impossible. Let's go to 60. If this is 60%, 100% would be how much? 60% is 324, so 100% would be 560. Again, 560 is impossible because you can only increase it by 180. If you make it 560, you're increasing it by how much? Some 236. You're increasing it by 236. Let me 560. Yes, it is impossible. You can't do that. So 60 is also ruled out. This cannot be 70% because 324 into 10 by 7 is not even an integer. 324 is not divisible by 7. So cannot be 70%. Can this be 80%? If this is 80%, what will I get? 324 into 5 by 4. Cancel. I get 81. 81 into 5 is not a multiple of 10. So this will not be 80%. For science, all possibilities are ruled out except 90%. And if this is 90%, the total number of books in science will be 360. This is guaranteed outcome now. And if there is 90% here, medical cannot have 90, arts cannot have 90, commerce cannot have 90, because we were told the percentage is distinct for all the 4 streams. Let's do it for medical now. Hopefully you can also see that taking the percentage number in smaller cases is slightly redundant, because the smaller you go, the larger the number of people in medical, and you have a limit on how large you can go here. So let me go backwards. 90% it cannot be. If it was 80%, so 216 into 5 by 4 would lead me to 270. Yes, it is possible. 80% is possible, and one possible case here is 270. I'm not saying 270 is guaranteed now, but 270 is possible. Okay, let's go further. 70% is impossible because 216 is not divisible by 7. 60%. If this was 60%, you would have 360 people here. But 360 people is impossible because we are also told no 2 streams have the same number of students. So you cannot have 60% here either. If you had 50% people here, you would have 432 people. Now 50% it cannot be because you can only increase a total of 180. You cannot go that far. So 50 is cancelled, and if 50 is cancelled, 40, 30, 20, 10, all these cases get cancelled anyway. So the only possibility left is 80% of the people in medical buy the books, and the number of people in medical are 270. So 80 cannot be here, 80 cannot be here. Let's get to arts. Now 126, can it be 70%? Yes, it can be 70% because this number is divisible by 7. 126 into 10 by 7 is 180. So I can have 70 here and potentially have 180 here. See, the numbers that get guaranteed, I mark them with circles. Numbers which are not guaranteed, I leave them right now. If they become guaranteed later, I will mark them with a circle. Okay, can 126 be 60%? Let's see, 126 is 60%. So yes, it can be 60%, and the other possibility will be 210. Okay, can it be 50%? Can 126 be 50%? If it was 50%, total would be not a multiple of 10. No. If it was 40%, you would get 63 into 5, which is not a multiple of 10. No. 40% is also gone. If this was 30%, the total would become 420. 420 is a multiple of 10, but the problem is the increase would be much bigger than 180. So 30 is gone, and because 30 is gone, because of size, 20 is also gone, 10 is also gone. Now see, 360 is guaranteed here, 270 is guaranteed here. If you had 180 people here, you would have 90 people here. If you had 210 people here, you would have 60 people here. For commerce, the two possibilities are 60 and 90. Now, commerce people are 54. If there are 54 people, if there were 60 people in total and 54 had bought sets of books, 90% would have bought it, but 90% cannot buy it because 90% was unique to science. So 60 is impossible here. If 60 is impossible here, 210 is impossible here, 60 is impossible here, 70 is guaranteed. Now for 90 people, if 54 people have bought the books, 60% of the people have bought the books. And now I have the precise percentages for all 4 domains. and the precise number of students in all these 4 domains. Okay. Now you can also come to the conclusion this line will be equal to 90 because science 90% of the people have bought sets of books. For medical it would be 80, for arts it would be 70, and for commerce it would be 60. Now the problem with this, or the working with this that you would have to work with, is there are lots of equation, lots of variables. In fact there are 8 variables in total. Let me list them: P, Q, N, S, and O, R, M, and T. You have these many variables available. How do you solve these variables? Is try to identify 3 equations where only 2 variables are getting, 2 or 3 variables are getting used. 2 variables, I will not get 2 equations anywhere, so I'll have to use 3 variables. So a little bit of quick checking will lead you to Q plus S, P plus S, and P plus Q. Look at these 3. P plus Q, P plus S, Q plus S. You would have 2P plus 2Q plus 2S is equal to 90 plus 70 plus 60, or 220, or P plus Q plus S would be equal to 110. Of this, you know, P plus Q is 90, so S will be 20. If S is 20, also you know P plus S is 70, so Q would be 40. And therefore you can reach the conclusion P will be 50. Now that you have this, look at N, look at this equation. N plus S is 90, so N will be 70. Wonderful. Look at Q plus R. Q plus R and P plus R. P plus R is 80, P is 50, so R should be 30. If R is 30, O will be 60. If R is 30, O will be 60. Wonderful. If O is 60, okay, O is 60, done. O is 60. Oh, I can use this. N is 70, so T will be 10. If T is 10, M plus T is 90, so M will be 80. Now I have values for all these variables. I have all the numbers. Let's get to the individual questions. What is the total number of chemistry books bought by the students of class 10th? Total number of chemistry books would be O plus R. 90% of 360. 90% of 360 is 324. Or why do I even care? All I have to do is add up these 3 numbers, because chemistry books have been bought by people who are studying science, medical, and arts. For some reason, arts people are also buying chemistry books. So you simply have to add up these 3 numbers. Even when you are adding these 3 numbers, see, you can reach the conclusion cannot be determined is definitely not your answer. The unit digit of the summation will necessarily be 6. Among the available options, the only one that works is option A. Mark that and move. How many students are there in the art stream of class 12? In the art stream, we have 180 students. So answer will be option B, 180. Which book is bought by maximum number of students in the science stream of class 12? Okay. Maximum number of students in science stream of class 12. So effectively they're asking me among these variables, which is the highest value? Among these variables, the highest is M. So M is for book G4. Therefore 9, option B, G4. Last question is, what is the difference between the number of students of class 12 who buy G4 and those who buy E3? G4 and those who buy E3. Okay. So O is 60%. 60% of 360. 60% of 360 is how much? Oh, it is so much effort. 216. Okay. 6 into 6 by 10, 6 into 36. Okay, so O is, this is done, 216. N is 70%. 70% of 270. So 7 into 27. 27 into 7. 25 into 7 is 135. 2 into 7 is 14. So 27 into 7 should be 189. Okay, 189. And finally, I get Q. Q is how much? 40% of 180. 40% is 2 by 5. 2 by 5, so 72. This is for book E3. Let's do the same thing for G4. G4, 80% of 360. 80% of 360 would be how much? 288. 36, 36, yes, 288. 288. O is how much? 60% of 270. 60% of 270. So 27 into 6. 27 into 6 is how much? 27 into 6 is 25 into 6 is 162. Okay. Then P is 50% of 180. So that I can do quickly. 90. And finally Q is 40% of 90. So 36. And after I have done this, I realize I could have done this much easier. M minus O is 20. So you get 20% for science is the difference. For G4, 20% of science. So that number would be 20% of science is 72. Then you have O is 60 and N is 70. So minus 10 now. Minus 10% of 27. So you get minus 27. For arts, T minus Q. T is 50Q. So 10% of 180. So plus 18. And finally Q is 40% of 90. So again plus 36. I could have simply done this and reached my answer instead of calculating every number. Because see, 288 minus 216 gives you 72 only. 162 minus 189 would give you minus 27 only. 90 minus 72 would give you 18 only and 36 only. So the same numbers you're getting. Let us calculate what the answer here should be like. So this 27 is this 36. I'm cancelling to give me 9. So I've got 72 plus 27. The summation is 99. Therefore, the answer to question number 10 should be option C, 99.